we have this amazing geometrical problem to solve. Is this something you can do? We are given a right triangle. Inside it is inscribed a semicircle. And the question is asking us to find the size or the length of this place from here to here, which is labeled X. Is this something you can do? You can pause the video for a while, and meanwhile, you can also join me. Let me show you how to do this step by step. Now, to answer this question, a quick one. What do? Just remember, if this is a semicircle, it means from this end to this end becomes the diameter. And if this is the diameter, we can spot the center. So here is our center. And if this is the center, from here to here becomes the radius. From here to here becomes the radius. And you can get as many radii as possible, provided you move from the center. In that case, we can also get from here, take it down to this point. This also gives us the radius. Did you see? So this is also our radius. Then you can also get another radius from here, spot it down to this. This gives you the radius. So this line is also my radius line. And if this is true, it reminds you of something. Now, for each time you draw a circle, such that this part, remember, is the circumference of the circle. And when a line is drawn to touch the circumference at a point, we call this line the tangent line. It's also the same as when you draw a semicircle. Provided the line touches the arc or the circumference of this particular semicircle and passes through, this is also your tangent line. Now, if this is true, it reminds you of a theorem. And what does it remind you of? It reminds you that for each time you have, if this becomes the center of this semicircle, a line that is drawn from the center to come in contact with the tangent always makes angle 90. And what is the theorem? The theorem is the tangent and the radius theorem. Now, of what help will this be to us? Let's go back to the diagram. You see that from here to here has made, this is your radius. It means this has formed angle 90 degrees here. Let's draw this one. So we can redraw this. This is what we have. So this is forming angle 90. We say here is radius. And because this is radius coming in contact, remember this is the arc or the circumference of the circle. And this line that touches it at this point is what we call the tangent. So in that case, if you obey what we stated here, you see we have formed angle 90 at this point. And if you go back to this, you see that this is also your radius. Coming in contact, this line now becomes the tangent because you see that this part of the semicircle is touching this line. So we call this line the tangent. And if this is true, it means that the radius comes in contact with the tangent also makes angle 90. And if this is also true, you see if this is 90, you see that this has formed a quadrilateral. And if this is a quadrilateral, here is already 90, here is 90, here is 90. Automatically, the remaining angle will still be 90 degrees. Now, what do we do next? We also have seen that in this, here is R, this length is R. It also means that the opposite side will also be R. And if here is R, here should also be R. And this has given us a square. Now, what do we do? If you go back to the diagram, remember, from here to here is 4. And from this end to this end has given us R. It means that the remaining length for this is going to be 4 minus R. And remember, the total length is what gives us 4 units. Now, if you go back to this, here is R. Automatically, the remaining length from here will be, this length will be 3 minus R. And this is R. So if you add this 3, if you add the total length, it gives you 3 units. Now, what do you do with this? If you go back now, let's bring out this bigger shape. Let's bring out the bigger shape. So if you bring out the bigger shape, we want to find the radius so that to help us to get the value of x. So bringing out the bigger shape we have. So for the bigger shape, this is what we have. Remember, it's rectangles here, and this length is 4. This is 3. Now we can also get this smaller shape. If you bring out that smaller shape, this is what you have. It's right angles here. If here is 90, here is also 90. And from here to here, you have seen is 3 minus r. And this length from here to here is r. When you have this kind of two shapes, you know that this has led you to similar angle, similar triangle. And if this are similar triangle, we are going to obey the similar triangle property. And in that case, remember the sides are proportional. So it means we are going to have 4 divided by this r should be equal to this side divided by 3 minus r. That is your similar triangle. Now, what do you do with this? We are going to use it to find the value of r. So we now have it as, use this to multiply this and this to multiply. So 4 we multiply 3 minus r, and r will multiply 3 to give you 3r. So if you keep solving, we take it up to half. From here, we now have distribute this. We have 4 times, we give you 12. 4 times this is negative 4r is equal to 3r. And what do? To remove this, you add 4r to both sides. And when you do that, you have 12 is, add this, it gives you 7r. What do we do next? To get r, divide by the coefficient. And when you do that, we have, so this gives us, this takes off this. So we have 12 divided by 7 is r. So we have r is 12 divided by 7. And this gives us the value of r. Now, the question is not on r. We want to find the value of this small space. What do you do? What you need to do now is to get the total length from here to here. When we find this total length, then we can now get the value of x. Remember also that from here, from this end to this end is the same as the what? The radius of this particular shape. So if here is the radius, now can we find the total length? Let's find the total length. So we need to know the total length from here to this end. So to do that, what do? We're going to bring out this shape again to use it to find the total length. Let's do it together to have. So bringing out this shape again, see what we have there. So this is what we have. We have this. And this part is 3 minus r. So remember our r is this. So we have 3 minus 2/7. Let's subtract this. This is over 1. Use this to multiply, it gives you 21. Then use this to multiply this, it gives you 12. Multiply the denominator is 7. So 21 minus 12 gives us 9. So it's going to be 9 on 7. So it means that this side is 9/7. Now we also need to find the value of this place. This place is the radius. So it means our radius is 12/7. Remember, it forms angle 90. So can we find this particular side? Yes. To do this, we use our Pythagoras theorem. And in that case, we now have it that the total squared, so we have 12/7 squared plus this side squared. When you sum this, it's going to give us this length using our Pythagoras theorem. So we can call this length the hypotenuse. Let's use h for it. So we have is equal to h squared. So let's work it out here. So we're going to have this squared means 12 squared and 7 squared. So 12 squared gives us 144. 7 squared gives us 49 plus 9 squared gives us 81. And 7 squared gives us 49. So let's simplify this to get our h squared. So we are going to have, the denominators are the same, add the numerator. So we have 144 plus 81 divided by 49. So if you add this together, this plus this gives us 5. This will give us 12, take 1. add it here, becomes 225 divided by 49. So it means our h squared is 225 divided by 49. So to get the h value, we are going to have, so from here we now have our h will now be the square root of 225 over 49. We take the positive and the negative, but because you are working with sides, we are only going to take the positive. So in that case, we cancel the negative value. So we have our h is square root of 225. Remember, this is the same as this divided by root 49. And the square root of 225 is 15. Square root of 49 is 7. So in that case, the hypotenuse is 15 on 7. So this gives us the hypotenuse. And remember, the hypotenuse is from this end to this end. That is the length. So if from here to here has given us 15 divided by 7, can we find this value of x? Yes. To do that, we need to take away the radius. Remember, the radius, part of the radius is what makes up the total length. So we need to remove the radius from the total length so that we can get the x value. Let's do that. We now have it that the total length, which is, so we are going to have x is going to be the total length, which is this, then subtract the radius. And the radius, remember, this part is the radius, and this is what makes up the total length. So let's remove the radius from what we have. And our radius, as you know, is, we have the radius as 12 on 7. So subtracting this, we now have x will give us, denominators are the same, so we subtract this. And that gives us 15 minus 12 on 7. So we now have x will give us, subtract this, it gives you 3 divided by 7. And this gives us the value of x. And I hope you really learned something. Let's know how much. If this helps you, don't forget to share with others. Give us a thumbs up. If you are still new, hit that subscription button. Thank you for choosing to learn through us. I hope to see you in my next class. Till then, bye.